I'm here with Venus. Say hi, Venus. So look, last time you weren't so shy, like freaking. You know what I mean? Like I was on that long thing, and then when I got to the Nicole Kidman, Cold as Ice, Ice Princess movie, do you remember Magical Thinking? I have the video. Like, just then you happened to have been pouring a cup of ice. Do you remember, Venus?
Not if you're the last immigrant grocer on Earth, honey. Why don't you tell the viewers, does the things you say make any sense, or are they codes that only your fans can witness?
Well, that is an interesting question. I don't know. I mean, you could be big-headed and say, "Oh, we're gonna last a couple of years," but then you end up not going over. Except as a told in the states, I hope we do all right. Would you rather pee in my arms or poop on Uranus? I'd rather have the privacy of the great storm on Jupiter to masturbate like as long as I want without the long arm of Connie Kansas City Karen. You see, this is what Kansas City Karen does to me, man. She gets me to think about Wotan with a lip growing out of his tooth. Bad. Ninjas with tits, but really are Santa Claus enthusiast of the Gene Hackman onion of Don Cheadle. Berg principles of anthropicity. Good. Ha. Anyhow, Venus, I will give credit to where credit is due. In what seemed to be a random choice of communiques, after heeding and obeying your exhortation, kind of like, oh, Jesus, Susie says you do what? Okay, fine. What? I want a 5 in the email. Okay, do you want it in a big font? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. I give credit where credit's due. I don't just argue about anything to argue about anything. I'm not going to explain the whole thing, but I want to just show each side a little bit so I can count the sides at a later point, because I'm into phi. And it's odd because, Susie, look at that. There's phi. Isn't it? Phi. Fucked up day or what? There's side 1. There's side 2. There's side 3. And there's side 4. But wait. The number of books that I will release by the year 2017, on the day that the first solar eclipse is visible from the United States, is all to be considered as one grand piece. The books Paramedica Souls Volume 1 through 3, Being in Infinities Volume 1 and 2, Funhouse Yoga Theory and Practice, Christian McVoid, Thanatomimetics, will eventually have to equal up to a side 5. And because I'm a whack job, side 6. So there you have it. And since, oh shit, it wasn't even on camera. I'll send an SOS to the world. I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle. Oh, Susie's a welcome.
manifest as something. I mean,
well, that's the thing. The argument was that
yeah.
your role in the courtroom is more important than the name.
Yeah. Well, so this is where I'll get on to why it's actually why people got to stop. The same way that people have to stop fearing, the government finding out who you are. Like, I don't care. My name's on a whiteboard. They know where I live. Believe me, you guys have seen my paperwork. If they don't know where I live to come and get me or shoot me or throw me in jail, then they're never going to find out, right? You got to stop fearing them, right? And in order to stop fearing them, you got to stop fearing this name as well. And I'm going to get into the reason why, because you can actually turn it around and find out, right? You got to stop fearing them, right? In order to stop fearing them, you got to stop find out, right? You got to stop fearing them, right? And in order to stop fearing them, you got to stop me or throw me in jail, then they're never going to find out, right? You got to stop fearing them, right? And in order to stop fearing them, you got to stop fearing this name as well. And I'm going to get into the reason why, because you can actually turn it around to your advantage at that point. And that's what we're going to get into, which is the biggest point of everything I'm ever going to make, and that might even have to wait for other days, is the issue of liability. You don't care what name they're calling you. I don't care what name they're calling me. It all comes down to liability. Who's assuming liability for the claims being made, right? And then we get into the other forms of law, which is the contract. Where's the contract? Who's compelling me to perform in this contract? I don't care what you're calling me. But you got to provide the evidence that I've been compelled to perform in this name in a contract somewhere. Call me whatever you want, really, because ultimately my name is just 3 letters long, man. Anything after that is just a construct. It's a fiction. Everything after that is a fiction. Whether it's whether it's Dean, all capital Dean, all capital only Clifford, those are all constructs. They're just different versions of me for different purposes. And we can't be scared of any of them. We just got to learn how to master them all, which we can do because we're men. We're full unlimited liability. We create our own destinies. We do whatever we want. We take control of things. We're full liability. And you got to learn to actually just to start to pilot this stuff and use it. And say, yeah, you got that. Yeah, you got it right. That's me. What's it to you? Right? Instead of no, that's not my name. I'm not a person. Right? You can use the legal. You can use the argument. Well, do you want the legal person or do you want the man? Right? The only reason that works is because what you've done now is you've differentiated the fact that there is a difference between the two names. That also, but even that could be, well, you're all just one same party. But the whole point is once you basically separate separate the name. So now there's, you've separated this name from that name. Now there's 2 of us, and they only want that name. And that name is now floating out there because you're saying, well, I'm over here, I'm the man, and the legal name is right here. You're distancing yourself from it, but you're not denying that it's you in some capacity, because you can still act in that capacity. And that's why you've heard people go to court and make the argument, well, which capacity do you want me here in? Do you want me here in the capacity of the man, or do you want me here in the capacity of the driver? According to the Highway Traffic Act, do you want me here in the capacity of this, capacity of that, capacity, I can be anything you want me to be. Which hat do you want me to wear? Exactly. Because that's all that name is it's a presumption, it's just a broad, it's just something, just to get you there. And then hoping you're not going to know how to make the proper, not arguments, but navigate yourself through the court properly. And that is, well, what binds me to that. You guys are calling me this. What is that bound to? Where's the contract? What obligations am I bound to perform in that? Did I agree to it? Was there valuable consideration? What was I supposed to perform? Was I aware of all and that's the rules of contract. Then we get into that kind of stuff, right? So you got to be able to know how to get into that kind of stuff. And we'll get into all that kind of stuff later, but then there's, the talking to the judges, and the judges ordering you around, ordering the sheriffs and stuff like that. That's all. But the big problem was we wanted to address what the name was. And I don't even tackle the problem of trying to come up with what that name is, because again, that's all it is. It's a presumption. It's presumption that you are that. As presumption, there's a contractual obligation. It's presumption that you're operating in some capacity, and then you just have to dismantle all the presumptions at that point, because that's what the courts operate on, is presumptions, right? So to go further from there, I guess, I didn't really have much in the way of a template to work on tonight with this, but okay, where to go from there would be why we're in the problem we're in, and I was speaking with people about this a couple years ago, and it finally sank in about a year and a half ago when we got into the whole trust law issue and why, and the different law forms. And why trust law? Because you've got all these different levels of law that just have different authorities, different jurisdictions, and different levels of force. And you've got obviously statutory law, which is the lowest inferior form of law there is on the planet, right? It's like, it's public servant codes is what I call it, right? If you're a trash collector, it's just, well, there's regulations and all sorts of different forms of law, but statutory law itself is the lowest form of law. It's, yeah. Why do they call it public? Well, that's any form of law, but why do they call them public servants? Right? They're servants. Those are the slaves of society, right? They're supposed to serve everybody. They're the public servants. So statutes are actually public servant codes. It's the criminal code of Canada. It only applies to people who work for the government, agents of government, and they're all public servants. She's not. Well, hang on. We can get into the argument of wish for majesty. I could rattle off about 8 right now. Right? So, yeah, we're not even going to get into what wish for majesty or what her majesty is or whether she's a servant or whether she isn't a servant. We're all servants of God. Every single one of us. Period. Beyond that, doesn't matter. But that's the highest now, okay?
Sorry if I have to interject. I have to interject right now.
Yep.
We're all students of Earth.
Okay. I wouldn't agree with that. But we won't get into that right now. So why are we in the mess that we're in? And it's easy to see what happens. And we all know with the Catholic Church and the mystery schools and how they used to encode everything, and they would phrase things in different words to hide technology and theories and our rights and the whole 9 yards. And it really struck me when I read a couple of books. And one in particular was Ellen White, The Great Controversy. I read that. And I read a couple other books on religion, and everything for some reason came back to the Holy Trinity. And I've broached this topic before at some of our meetings, and that's where we start to get into trust law, which is what the Holy Trinity is. And that's why the Holy Trinity is so important, because trust law requires this 3-party contract. That is trust law, right? And that's what the Holy Trinity is. And the Catholic Church likes to call it what the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, right? So we got the Father. We got the Son, Holy Ghost, back to the Father. So, it just a couple of things hit me in the last couple of years. I was just sitting around, I was just reading parts of the Bible, and I got thinking about it, reading some definitions in Black's Law Dictionary. Kind of dorky like that. Saturday afternoon, I'll be sitting at my beach house, and I'll read a definition of Black's Law Dictionary just for fun, and I'll be like, oh, I don't know that word, so I'll look up that one. And I'll find a word in that definition I don't know, so I'll look up that word. And I'll just spend 6 hours doing that. And I got through that, and I do the same thing in Boogie's Law Dictionary. Yeah, nerd. Yeah, and this may even be common knowledge for a lot of people out there in the movement. I don't know if people really understand what it is, but, I mean, the Bible is God's last will and testament. And people never really think about that, about what it is, about what a testament is. And if you look up the definition of the word testament, testament is something left by the testator in a will. Like your last will and testament. So you look at, okay, well, last, you know, it's the last testament of God or whatever, the God's testament. It's the last will and testament of God is what that turns out to be. Where, if you look in the Holy Trinity and you start to realize that what we got here is trust law going on, is the Father, who is God, is the testator. And he's also the grantor. So he created man. He did his whatever 7 days. Okay, I'm not going to get into what that actually means. It doesn't matter. It's all encoded. It's all riddles. He came along. He created the planets. He created us. Whatever you want to believe that means is up to you. It really doesn't matter. So he created us. Right? And he gave us dominion over the earth. So he made us the beneficiary. Right? And what else would we have been? I call it the executor. Right? You don't want to be the trustee.
So when you say Dominion, this is same sense as
Yeah.
they say Dominion of Canada?
You know what?
Dominion means
Doesn't matter.
authority over.
Yeah, like Dominion of Canada.
That? Hold on.
Drop it. Let's scratch this of it.
No, it's fine. These aren't hot.
Great.
Tough
Let's
luck,
just
Rosie.
play
You're
songs.
retarded.
Let's just play songs.
Oh,
Songs.
how
She
nice.
told me retarded to the fire conscience.
No.
Fire conscience. I don't blame you.
Alright, here we go.
I am too.
No, my God. It was fun.
Bet you never play on your guitar, 'cause I wouldn't go too far. Don't pay much mind when you put me down. I put that fire on the fire, here we go again.
The fires that start every day don't just, like, I mean, you think the people plan? I mean, the fire departments the world over have to deal with shit every night, man. And see, that's the problems come from sometimes, isn't it?
They send the fire department out for everything, every little accident.
Yeah.
It catches fire.
And then they call passive people hippies, and they call girls groupies, and blah, blah, woof, woof, man, on down the line.
Oh, you lost me there.
Why are you so mad?
It's because they're fucking not in love, man. That's what's happening.
I heard out. Yeah, no, you're hold on.
I'm in love with a girl named Fred.
Yeah.
You're in love with a... Hey, come on, man. We're rolling. This is the Cheetah Whores Christmas party.
From Once Upon a Magic.
Liz always banging like hot dudes in my fucking face.
Sorry, Gary.
Oh shit, I'm dead.
Alright. Try the
Right over there is Meg. That's Jonelle, obsessed with looking this thing up.
shot 1, 2, and 3.
There's Liz right there. I told her to get in a shot, but she's consummate rebel, man. She's a rebel.
I'm the faceless guy in the background making
Would you like to come up? Can I would you like to be interviewed?
No, I just want to sit in the background and make snarky comments.
Come on,
Liz
come
is
on.
not working.
Can I say your name? Can I say your stage name?
Yeah.
Is she's not.
Friends, we have Roger Houston here. The most prolific album maker in the Rochester area.
Roger's dead, man.
Check. Alright, I got it. Alright.
I'll interview
Here
you,
we
man.
go. Here he comes again. We'll try it one more time.
You're a liar.
Formerly known as.
Check.
Give me an F sharp real quick, baby.
Be careful.
You ready?
We'll do, no. Oh,
Liz is the
shit,
leader
I
today.
lost.
What do you want to do?
Check. Check.
What do you want to do, kitten? Alright, we're going to play the whole album for you, video viewers.
Check.
We'd like to send this one out to the dude that interviewed us for the podcast.
Check. Uh-oh.
Oh. Hold on.
Hey, who's the guy that interviewed us for the podcast? That Karen's on.
Check.
Check.
This is not. And it's squeaking? I don't like that.
Hey, who's that filthy fucker that interviewed him? We went all the way to Karen's and like fucking we podcasted.
I don't know.
Remember?
Yeah. Oh.
Dude, we gave that guy gold. And he never
Check. Alright, here we go.
What do we gotta do for the
Alright.
tapes?
Here he comes again. Ready? Check. Fuck. Oh no. Check.
Take your hands off the mic
Check.
or something.
Check. Alright. Check. Alright. I think it's okay.
Oh, hey. Shit. The basketball flew.
Wait, hold on. I can't hear myself.
Joey, you're too fast.
Hold on.
Other than that, it's
There's
good.
no. Can you turn me up a little?
No way.
Okay, try it
In
now.
tune.
Check. 1, 2, 3.
Alright.
Check. Alright. Okay, we're all.
I'd like to dedicate this version to Frank for putting the greatest quote that
Check.
never got in the interview.
Alright, we're
Frank
good.
who?
Dude, like, I'm
Here we
like,
go.
you know, I think what Dave liked about us over there at the recording studio is that we're like a freight train coming down greased wheels on Mount Everest with no conductor, man.
Alright, let's go. 1, 2,
I want your
3,
brother.
Go.
this is the world premiere of season 2 of Keith Donkey Man. Hope you like the first couple hours. Well, anyhow, welcome to season 2 of Keith Donkey Man. I'm Jack. And I'm looking to the mirror because, I'd like to show you, if I may. Let's a little problem with the outtake that was supposed to be just erased and done over, but it got so hot that I decided to tape it anyways. Come to find out, there was another surprise glitch. So maybe in the time it took to re-record this one, cross my fingers hoping that there's not another glitch, we can capture a little anomaly that I just saw. And I hope you can see it. 41 things you should hoard. See it there? Geez, I'm thinking it's that food insurance company. They're stooping to new lows, eh? Look at this, showing a picture of somebody's gonna get crushed in a stampede for food. Warning, it can take less than 3 hours for supermarkets to run completely out of food. Okay, I'm gonna read more here. Click on that. Let's see if they...
Hi, I'm Jason Richards.
Jason Richards, man, fucking, we love you. You make so many jumps here. One jump being that, you're privy to knowledge that there is a fight for food and an imminent food shortage that is coming by your phraseology, and that I have a spouse, and that when you say the best deals...
And in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to let you in on a few closely guarded secrets that will save your life and the life of your family during the imminent food crisis.
During the imminent food crisis. He knows about something that...
So please, stop whatever you're doing right now. Turn off your phone, get off Facebook, and focus on this short presentation alone. Because you're about to discover... what essential foods you absolutely have to buy before stores run out. And I'm not talking about those expensive, unhealthy MREs.
What the fuck are the expensive, unhealthy MREs?
When to buy survival food to get the best deals in the market. And when I say the best deals, I mean...
Alright, screw it. I gotta do it all over again, people. Did you see that, though? You probably didn't, because it went by so quick. And when I say the best deals, it's kind of odd, because before I started recording the first video that was botched, I was talking to myself to trip Jonelle out because she's trying to sleep. And I think the last thing I said was talking to the eavesdropping black ops douches themselves. And I was like, look, man, no deal. And so I finally, after an hour, turned on the computer, and this was on of its own accord. Now look closely.
Hi, I'm Jason Richards, and in the next...
Whoa. Did you hear that? I taped it twice so far. Did he just say J.C. Richards this time?
6 minutes, I'm going to let you in on a few closely guarded secrets that will save your life and the life of your family during the imminent food crisis. So please, stop whatever you're doing right now. Turn off your phone, get off Facebook, and focus on this short presentation alone. Because you're about to discover what essential foods you absolutely have to buy before stores run out. And I'm not talking about those expensive, unhealthy MREs. When to buy survival food to get the best deals in the market.
Best deals on the market. And when he says best deals...
And when I say the...
You know, I screwed up the timing again, but can you see that right there? And when I say the beast deals... Woo! You know, not only does this ad agency advise this company should just stoop to new lows by intimating that it's aware of definite imminent food shortage event that is coming,
while telling us about our spouse and saying best deals, they misspelled the printed fucking audio voiceover. And it says, and when I say the beast deals, I just thought it was odd.
Best deals? I mean buying tons of nutritious, long shelf life food for you and your spouse.
And narrowed the market down. People with spouses.
Hi, I'm Jason Richards, and in the next 6 minutes, I'm gonna let
Okay, one more time.
you in on a few closely guarded secrets that will save your life and the life of your family during the imminent food crisis. So please, stop whatever you're doing right now.
Okay, but I'm gotta start doing it again. Sorry for being such a white trash that can't even talk, but I'm gonna have to get on Facebook right after I stop what I'm doing and spread these few closely guarded secrets.
Turn off your phone, get off Facebook, and focus on this short presentation alone. Because you're about to discover what essential foods you absolutely have to buy before stores run out. And I'm not talking about those expensive, unhealthy MREs. When to buy survival food to get the best deals in the market. And when I say the best deals, I mean buying tons of nutritious, long shelf life food for you and your spouse with just $10 a week. And I'll even show you exactly where to store it to last in perfect condition.
Alright. Simply must see if the mirror placement caught that, so I have to stop this video and... You fucked up the last verse. You fucked up your own part.
Oh, you're like walking there and
You tried to start the house on fucking fire.
Fire.
No, that was you.
Yeah, let's
Can we
take
get
a
one
break.
more Sharpie Boys? Did you hear the man? For me, it was like, holy shit. I'm trying. But still, I felt like that song came from somewhere, man. It was like,
I usually play
it's
it
like,
a little faster and like.
one more time, faster, and like fucking, we need to get wasted after this one.
Have you ever heard anybody say it was too slow?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, my hand gets tired.
Come on! Come on, girls! You wanna fit into that fucking bikini?
What the fuck? When does trees come in?
Not tonight. From the top. I'll show you. Thank your bottom buns, baby, that like you opted out of the picture. I'm making a fool of myself. Okay?
No, but take it off your
Who's off? That's why we want to tell you, Southern California, that you people are badass.
movie little boom. What is on this one?
Hello?
How you doing?
Who's me? Oh, hey man. Just making some bass videos from some old bands that have some cassette stuff. How are you? Cool. Like, this is what? Second time I've seen you?
I think third time.
Very, diminutive and...
Mysterious.
Yeah! Alright. Come on, man. What's this? Everything is an inaudible quiet. Yes. my god, I'm babbling again on video. What? Oh my god, 10 minutes of bass noodling. Wow, that's dumb. Good.
Some Socrates played.
I didn't know the thing.
I tried psychology, psychiatrist, analyst, social workers, sociologists, Freud, Adler, Maslow, Pavlov, Dalton, Skinner,
All those guys. Then it was philosophy. Pythagoras, Archimedes, Parmenides, Empedocles,
Critics, atomism, sophism, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, cynicism, skepticism, eclecticism, Descartes, Occam, Suarez, Bacon, Nicomachean, Nicomachean, Stoicism, St. Augustine, Scott, Eugenia, Bonaventure, dualism, pantheism, Aquinas, Pascal, Cartesianism, Malebranche, Spinoza, Leibniz, Rousseau, Voltaire, Herder, Kant, Sway, Vico, Hobbes, Locke, Hume, Berkeley, Newton, Nietzsche, Schelling, Hegel, Schopenhauer, Kierkegaard, Tales, Diogenes, existentialism, agnosticism, idealism, Bradley, Russell, Kane, Royce, the pragmatism of Pearson, Fincher, Schiller, Dewey, and Possible.
positivism, empiricism, Unitarianism, Spencer, Moore, Bertrand Russell, Kant, Bergson, Paracelsus, Thomas, Sartre, Malone, Ponty, Marx, Theosophy, ideology, psychology, philosophy, bio-need, pre-post, blah, blah, movements, Jesus. I even find myself in self-help, Seth Vogel, Paul, Dwyer, and a slew of other pop psychologists until I needed stress management counseling. THC, smack, crack, cocaine, pot, dust, ecstasy, nuke, salt, hostess, straights, White Castle, alcohol, sex. I read the hydrogen, the sensuous mob, Kama Sutra, then came video games. My body's a temple. I joined a 12-step program, codependency groups, and everything anonymous. I became a holistic, necrobiotic, homeopathic, herbal, nutritionist, vegetarian. I was a weak using fragmenting, provided races like Joan Fan. I drank my own wholesome like air, smoke water, slave body here. I told me to teach me yoga to the golly. I should me believe the bucket for free language to yoga. With the eye to recall don't push yes. Yes, easy shopping. Party trip out of the one juice or EQ pack you on Celtic. Real medular joint there. Krieger's therapeutic, Reichian therapy, Proscour massage neuropathy, Hydra myotherapy, Benjamin system, ice massage, osteopathy and chiropractic, Alexander technique, Menston Dyke, Kahuna. Silent identity, radiesthesia, tachyon drowsing, chronic fatigue syndrome, chelation therapy, TDP, nutrient training matrix, neurolinguistic programming, hemisync channeling, gene shindo, postural integration, orthobiology, past life regression, rebirthing, mercury vapor testing, breath therapy, juicing, Joe Ray, sunlight herbal concentrates, Kiva process, colon therapy, herbal body wraps, electromagnetic field radiation affirmations, Soma and Okomi, neuromuscular integration, Hellerworks, psychophysical integration,
Fantastic.
sensory deprivation tanks, metatherapy, reflective agreement process, Gestalt, this, that, and the other thing, Nikon, Suzuki, avatar flotation tanks, flotation tank, open circle, hologenic self-healing, Shambhala training, out-of-body experiences, Sotai, Wuchi, primal therapy, core energies, Bach flower remedies, iridology, centering, biofeedback, biorhythm, radionics, or is it Reiki or radiance? I forget. And alchemical psychology, Rubenfeld synergy, synchro-energized virtual reality, Beta machines, M2 relaxation systems, and brain machines. One-on-one interquest, Alpha Stim, Mind's Eye Plus, Courier, New Star, Paradise, biofeeding machines, Alpha, Theta, Delta, Beta, tapes, hemisync, hypno-peripheral process, acoustic brain research, Changeworks, physiotherapy, quantum everything, Touch for Health, Ki-Sui Do, Jinshin Jutsu, Malin method, psychoimmunology, Qigong, Nikong, Shinitsang, orthomolecular nutrition, Keen, Kumnai relaxation, pendulum rod, magnet dowsing, astral projection, auras, crystal healing, music therapy, sonic healing, color healing, numerology, palmistry, dianetics, graphology, psychometry, clairvoyance, psychics, clinical hypnosis, self-hypnosis, parapsychology, UFOs. You know, I'm an Arcturian, and I can tell you, some of these people, they're extraterrestrials. ESP, body language, Edgar Casey, Shirley MacLaine, Rona Barrett, Chinese and Indian five-element theory, connective tissue therapy, spirit summoning, psychic coaching, solar and dream interpretation. I consulted I Ching, my mom, astrology, Bitcoin, natal, and every other kind of chart and tarot. I tried every deck, there's large, Shultun, Sports Illustrated, pagan rituals, Teutonic rites, Rome magic, Roman Santeria, Satanism, Sangria, Gardnerian shamanism, Babylon Thai witchcraft covens, light witches, Fuchsia witches, cartouche, Zulu bone oracle, poltergeist, voodoo, white magic, black magic, Lucifer, Beelzebub, pentagrams, heptamerons, talismans, grimoires. I read the Book of Ezra, Free Spirit, New Life, New Frontier, Gurdjieff and Uspensky, Gibran, Finghorn, Shakti Gawain, Paul Bruton, Meister Eckhart, Thomas Merton, Bernie Siegel, Lewis Harrison, Earth Medicine. I went to Sedona.
You're going to tap into the Earth chakras.
Listen to White Eagle, Sun Bear, Carlos Castaneda had
a dialogue with wild animals.
Joined the Grateful Dead family, went to rainbow gatherings, the harmonic convergences, gave to every charity and ecology group,
Broke my congressman.
Joined the Peace Corps, joined the Teamsters, armed services and Masonic lodges, became a Trekkie, a Hoovian, and a Mary Kay
Commando!
Battered children said I was too old, battered husbands said I wasn't married. I subscribed to the theory of Atlantis, every mythology I could find and any fantasy I could make up. I dived into corporate cosmology, worship the Almighty God, and
Disney. That guy talks more than me, man. Faster than me. Like, crazy, man.
Sri Chinua. Gandhi was an intense dude, so I tried Hinduism, Nayana, Vaisesika, Sankhya, Yoga, Mima.
Tamsa, Vedanta, Kala Chakra, Buddhism, Mahayana, and the
Well,
lesser
that's a vehicle thing, too.
TM, Vipassana meditations, dynamic meditations, the Eightfold Path, the
The 11-fold path.
Hawaiian, I learned Sanskrit. Radha can take G, experience Samadhi, read the Vedas, Upanishad, Sutanapada, Kama Sutra, Ramayana, the Bhagavad Gita, the Dhammapada Sutras, all of the place, Diamond Sutras, Lotus Sutra, Vimakil,
Patanjali, Brahma, Nyami.
mudras and chakra work. I had mandalas all over my walls, malas around my neck. I lived in dozens of communes, collectives, and ashrams, buried under a mountain of discourse, tapes, audio and video, beta and VH. I don't know what I'm saying. Conference lectures, seminars, symposiums, satsang, darshans. I'm giving each year shoshu Buddhist chanting. I'm up in like 100 college, just tired to open juice to me. Or maybe it was Sensu Shinto. I don't know. Shin Buddhism, Shinto, Theravada Buddhism, Kuan Yin, Vasubandhu, Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh, Maitreya, the Dalai Lama. I really got into Taoism and Tantra. Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching, the Book of the Dead, the words of Chuang Tzu, Naropa, Mencius, practiced Feng Shui, Sato Zen, Rinzai Zen, Nakagawa Zen, visited Lhasa, found Islam and Mohammedanism. I started as a Sunni, but then I went Shia. Sheikh, Muslim, read the Quran, Meetnam, Bakitra and Talk, Rubaiyat, Shukhamani Sahib, and all the Holy Granth Sahib. Lived the wisdom of Ibrahim, Ismail, Quraysh, Nanak, Angad, Amardas,
Ramdas,
Arjan, Hargobind, Harai, Har Krishan, Sheikh Bahadur, Gobind Singh, Granth Sahib, this Chapji, and danced with the Sufi fakirs. I found the Kabbalion and became a hermetic with Sai Baba. Next was Kabir, King Leader and his Wheel of Life, Confucius, Reverend Sun Myung Moon, Ecumenical Group, Zoroastrianism, Nicolaitanism, Dakini, Prophecies and Nostradamus,
Dakini,
Scientology, Ekankar, I read
Ekankar,
the Kalevala, the Present Versetta, I went Egyptian, Metanita Sect, Metasiris, Yoga, Druid Cauldrons, was sort of an Albigensian, was definitely into being a Native American Indian, tribal rights, vision, quest, medicine wheel, sun dances, I became a pepper, Oral Roberts, Billie Jean Graham, I ran for president, and I watched the Home Shopping Network until I threw up from my toes.
Finally.
I would love to know who the artist was that created that. Got it from a mixtape from an old friend in like 1995. If that sounds like you guys, whoever you two were, send me an email. It's great stuff, man. There's only something on this fucking thing that sucks. This ain't played.
My God. Fucking up the shot.